Hi, my name is Wes, and that's Miley. Say hi. Hi, guys. I actually don't know why she's sitting there. Couldn't get her to move. Anyways, hi. Again, my name is Wes. I absolutely love Ninja Turtles. I've been collecting them since I was a kid. It's a lot of fun. There's so much out there. Really? So I recently started up an Instagram, and that's been going very well. It's Wes TMNT if you don't follow me already. A lot of cool dudes on there. I've been collecting so much over the past 25 years. It's been an absolute blast. But I've never actually posted my collection online. I go to the Technodrome forums a lot. I've always been on there, but I've never actually posted anything. But I always look at everybody's collections, and I absolutely love them. So one day I decided, hey, I should probably make a YouTube series of everything that I own, and maybe a little history behind them. I absolutely love watching Ninja Turtle YouTube videos. Someone's tired. So this is what this is for. I'm going to start my own series called TMNT History. I'll post a video whenever I have time. More often than not, I'm just usually really busy with work. So yeah, let's get started.
For this particular video, I didn't know what to do a review on. There's so much to start with. I mean, I could review this, or this, or this, or this, or these, or this, 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 or these, or this, or this, or these, or this, 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 this.
No. 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 So I was wondering what I should review. And ultimately I decided on the IDW. No! Get out of the camera. You're terrible. You're absolutely terrible. So after looking through everything that I had, I decided to start with the review of the IDW TMNT series. I think IDW is doing a fantastic job with this series. It's very, 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 very well done. Tom Waltz is knocking it out of the park. So we'll go through all the issues here, and I'll show you everything that's out. And I'll talk a little bit about them. The one thing I have to say about the new Ninja Turtle series is that IDW has released a lot of variants. These ones are just for the first issue. That's a lot, in my opinion. The other #1 issue I own is actually a hand-drawn one from Kevin Eastman. So all of these are all the variants for the first 20 issues that they've released. Then they started releasing the color classics. These are the original Mirage issues, re-released in color. For an example of what these look like, it looks like this. Something else that IDW has released is the Micro series. Started with Raphael, went to Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo. I bought the other color for Leonardo because I absolutely love Ross Campbell. His art is just something I love. Then they released Splinter, Casey Jones, April, Fugitoid, and now they're on to the Villains micro series, and they started with Krang. Then last but not least, IDW has released different mini-series featuring the Turtles, such as Infestation 2, The Secret History of the Foot Clan, which is absolutely fantastic. If you haven't read this, that's stupid. You should. I don't know what to say to that. And the last thing that they have released is the annual, completely drawn and written by Eastman and Tom Waltz. So that way this video isn't 4 hours long, I'm only going to look at and review the first 4 issues that IDW has released. Alright, issue 1.
Issue 1 starts off with a street brawl between the Ninja Turtles and a new character that IDW created called Old Hop. One thing I can tell from the series, just from the first few pages, is it's a little bit more badass, a little bit more violent, and there's actually blood in the series. Raphael is actually separated from his brothers at the start of the comic series. You don't understand why. He's just a loner. Then the comic switches back 18 months earlier. April is working at StockGen Research Inc. She's actually a scientist there, and they actually have all 4 turtles there and Splinter. Next, the comic switches over to Baxter Stockman, and you can see that he's up to something behind the scenes, but we don't know what just yet. Then the comic switches over to Raphael being all his lonesome, and he hears something coming from a house, and he runs over and sees Casey Jones, and how Casey Jones is getting beat up by his father. Ultimately, my thoughts on the first issue was it was very well done. I loved Dan Duncan's art inside of it, and I was interested in the origin stories because it was something different, and that's something I really enjoyed. It made it refreshing to read. The second issue starts off with Raphael getting into a fight with Casey Jones's father. After they get in a fight, Casey Jones and Raphael just start to become friends. Then the story switches back to StockGen Inc., and you actually see two ninjas break into StockGen and trying to steal something. Don't know exactly what yet. April's there to defend them, and Splinter sets off the fire alarm, and then they escape. As the ninjas are running away with the turtles, Splinter comes to their rescue and actually jumps on one of their faces, scratches it up, and then they all fall to the ground. They land inside this ooze, something the StockGen was working on. And then one extra piece is Old Hob. He's actually there, holding Raphael in his mouth. Then the issue finishes up with Casey Jones saying that him and Raphael should go out and have some fun. Overall, the second issue I also enjoyed a lot. Still was very refreshing to me, and it was continuing this story which was new to me but yet familiar to me, which is awesome. Like I said earlier, Tom Waltz was knocking it out of the park. I really enjoy his writing style, and Dan Duncan just did great with the art. The third issue starts off right where the second ended, with Raphael and Casey Jones going out and having some fun. Then the story goes back 15 months earlier, and it shows the continuation of Old Hob and Splinter and the Turtles in the mutagen. As Old Hob is stealing Raphael, you can see Splinter start to attack him. As Splinter is trying to rescue all the turtles, he notices the ninja comes back, and Splinter actually drags them down into the sewer. Then down in the sewer, they start to mutate. You can see Splinter's transformation and start to become who they are today. Then it switches back to present day. And in present day, the turtles are jumping over rooftops out looking for their brother at night. The issue finishes up with Raphael and Casey Jones meeting up with Old Hob at the end. At this point, I was very, very excited in the series. I knew that the next issue, the turtles would reunite and become brothers again. Fourth issue starts off. Old Hob is getting ready to throw down with Raphael and Casey Jones, and Raphael actually recognizes Old Hob. And it switches back to whenever Raphael's being dragged away from Old Hob. You can see Raphael's mutation. Raphael and Casey are fighting all these bad guys. It looks like they're losing. Raphael's getting hit on the back with crowbars. Old Hob's hitting him in the back of the head with guns, kicking him in the face. And when Raphael's down, the other turtles show up. Then there's this big, beautiful 2-page spread with all 4 turtles fighting bad guys together. This is the first time it's happened in the series. The 4 brothers fight all the bad guys to the point where they retreat, and Raphael ends up beating Old Hob and knocking him out. The second to last page shows that the other turtles meeting up with Raphael and saying brothers. Then the series ends with Raphael reuniting with Splinter. Overall, at the end of those 4 issues, I couldn't have been more ecstatic. I love what IDW did with the very first story arc, and I was excited to see where they would continue. And so far, the past 20 issues have been awesome. We've learned more about Krang. Shredder's introduction was awesome as well. We got the neutrinos are back. It's everything from the 80s series and today blended together, and they're just doing a fantastic job. Last person I'd like to give a shout out is to the editor, Bobby. Bobby's awesome. He's always there for the fans. You can go to the IDW forums, ask Bobby a question. He'll be there to answer. There's 140, 150 pages currently of just Turtle fans talking about the series and how much they love it. And he's always there to basically answer anything for them. Plus he shows art before it's released. And he's just an awesome editor. And I really like that he's on this series.
All in all, there has been a ton of stuff released from IDW. The series hasn't even been out for 2 years yet. Not complaining. I think it's pretty awesome. Molly, get down from there. Get down. Get down. Molly, get down. Oh, don't you dare. What are you doing? Alright, and that's it. That's the review of the IDW TMNT series. I'm really liking it so far. I'm really excited to see where they continue it. And I'm really, really, really excited for Cityfall that starts up soon. I'd like to give a few shout outs real quick to my buddy Richard. Richard runs a YouTube channel called Channel 23 Ha Ha Ha. It's all comic reviews and movie reviews based on comics. It's very well done. It's very funny. I highly recommend you guys subscribe to him and watch his videos. Also to some Instagram users, Turtle Mike, Chubzilla, It Came From The Toy Bin. You guys are all awesome so far. Thanks for being awesome. It Came From The Toy Bin is actually creating his own YouTube series where he reviews toys as well. He's a few episodes out. I'll make sure to put all the links at the bottom so you guys can check him out. Other than that, that's it. No! You are terrible! You're such a bad TV series. I'll review these eventually, but when I do, there's going to be an advisory thing at the front because I'm going to be cussing so much while reviewing these. These are so bad. And I bought them. Take my money, please.